Hello guys and welcome back to Custom Gamer. My name is Daz and this is the show where we talk about level design while playing cool maps. Today we're playing another map, yes, another map from the Honey Map Jam. This is called Callous Zeitgeist by FifthElephant, and somehow I completely missed it on my first time going through the pack. I'm feeling a little bit dumb right now, but we're going to go ahead and do this level now. My apologies to FifthElephant for passing over his map originally. I don't know how I managed it. I completely forgot how to alphabet or something, but never mind, we're here now. So this is a fairly compact map. It only takes about 6-7 minutes to play through it. It's fairly vertical, and it has a lot of infighting opportunities if you play it correctly, i.e. using ogres to your advantage to rain grenades down on their friends. And there's a lot of potential for that on this map, as we're going to find out in a minute. This map also seems to have a few sock influences in it as well. It's kind of interesting how one author will do an idea really well and then other authors will pick up on that and incorporate it into their own maps, perhaps with a bit of a twist as we'll see here. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, so FifthElephant stays very true to the original Honey kind of visual design. Lots of big open spaces, fog, arches off in the distance that you can't reach. We've seen a couple of maps in this pack which kind of deviate from that slightly. Sock's map was a good example of really shrinking the architecture down to a smaller size but still keeping that honey feel. FifthElephant is much more standard here, even down to the little like Tim Burton grates with the keys on and things like that. It's very cool. One of the biggest things I noticed in this map is just the amount of opportunity you have for infighting. So as you can see here, they had all these knights hiding behind these pillars here, and you can get the ogres to fire at you and their grenades will land pretty much directly on the knights if you can, you know, kind of bait them into doing so. There's a lot of opportunities like this in the map, and I really like it. You don't see very many maps where infighting feels like it's been designed for, i.e. it's part of the gameplay of the map, and I wouldn't say it's required, but it's preferred that you do it. So it's kind of interesting that that's the case here, or at least that's what it feels like. Typically infighting is used once you're already in combat, and you can kind of peel off some of the enemies onto each other or something like that, just to make things easier for yourself. Here it feels like it's actually baked into the map as something you should try and do before you even start combat, to perhaps clear the area of some enemies. In pretty much every single room there's like an ogre up high somewhere raining grenades down on you. It just feels like it's really set up to kind of thin the crowd a bit before you actually commit and go in. Because ammo is a little bit scarce here, it's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely not as plentiful as you'd like. Now interestingly here, you've probably seen some of the demon heads on the walls and various things like that. This is what I was talking about in the intro. It feels like a little bit of a sock motif where you have demon doors which have either secrets behind them or puzzles to open them. And it's generally just a little side thing which you can get some extra ammo or some supplies. In this case, in this one, you can just walk straight through it like that and there's some mega health in there, so that's pretty cool. So this is a really cool thing that I see in the Quake community a lot. When one author releases a map with a new motif in it or a new mechanic and people really like it, then you start seeing other authors incorporating that mechanic with their own spin on things into their own releases and generally iterating on that mechanic, making it better, making different diversions for it. So it's really cool to see that. Of course, Sock was the original creator of the Demon Doors, I guess, or at least his particular spin on it, and now we're seeing it here in FifthElephant's map. What I will say is that although the demon door thing is cool, there are a lot of like demons all over the walls on this map, and it can get a little bit confusing visually. Like there's a lot of demon heads on the wall like you're seeing here, and it feels like they should be something special, like a secret or a trap or something like that, but I've only ever found the one demon head with the mega health in it that was actually a secret. Everything else has just been a wall. So I feel like that's a potential issue there, where you really want to look out for what signals you're giving the player visually. So this area here is pretty cool. You've got some spawns down below, and this is another great place for infighting. As you can see, the ogres constantly firing grenades, and if you bait them correctly you can practically clear out the bottom of this room with spawns and knights just by using the ogres, which is pretty cool. I really like the spawns in here because Again, they're crazy infight creators as well, if they're placed correctly. Almost think that'd be a really cool idea for a map, just having spawns deliberately placed to cause infighting, and then, you know, in the ensuing chaos, just as a player you have to kind of survive and push on through. Perhaps there's very limited ammo in the map. You're just kind of trying to create as much infighting as possible to get through. I think that could be quite a fun idea. I'm sure there have been maps that have tried this before, but nothing comes to my head right now. So we picked up the silver key, and of course we went past the silver key gate when we came into this area. I'm going to go back there now. Lots of repop here. Plenty of shamblers. I kind of like the shambler up high, throwing lightning bolts down. That's cool. If shamblers are below you, it can feel a little bit weird because the lightning bolts won't hit you if they're too low down. They'll just hit the platform you're on. It kind of makes them feel a little bit useless. But having the shambler up top, definitely much more deadly. And this is the final arena of the map in here. Lots and lots of combat now. It's kind of cool because you can skirt around the outside and clear up some enemies, or you can just drop straight down below the central bridge in the centre here. There's a hidden quad damage by the gold key that you're going to see in a minute. It's pretty cool. It requires just a little hop, skip and a jump to get there. But it definitely makes this final arena a lot more manageable. As all kinds of crap happens when you pick up the gold key. It gets a little bit crazy. This room looks really, really cool. You've got all the chains and things like that up above. Very, very classic honey theme there. But it's done really well here. I like it. You've got the big arches here as well, so very, very classic style. I like all the little crates placed around the periphery of this room because it gives the player a bit of cover from those shambler lightning bolts in the middle. It gives a little bit of cover from the Avors raining down homing projectiles on you as well, so that's always nice. This fight can be very tricky without the quad damage because, again, the ammo situation in the level is definitely not plentiful, but I wouldn't say it was tight, so you just have to be very, very careful without the quad damage about what you use your ammo on. And you can escape. So that was Callous Zeitgeist by FifthElephant. Again, I'm very sorry that I missed this map. I don't know how I managed it. But hey, we're done now. So that was the entirety of the Honey Map Jam. I want to give a quick shout out to One True Purple, who reminded me that I'd missed this map. I didn't believe him at first, but when I went and checked, he was right, and I felt like a right moron. Okay, so we've got some more single map releases that I need to look at before doing Map Jam 2. I want to have a quick break. I've also got some Half-Life 2 stuff to catch up on. I'll probably be doing a live stream where I catch up on all the Half-Life 2 maps I haven't played recently. And then we'll see about uploading that to YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.